All right, we're up and running, and we are going live, and now going live on the Instagram. So, of course, that's a little extra step we get to take every single time we go live. So, thank you so much for being here. This is In Other News. I'm your host, Mike Russell. Appreciate you hanging out. A mildly abbreviated show, just a mildly abbreviated show today because I working with banks and financial institutions and all that is probably one of the most painstaking, thank you, Dodd-Frank, painstaking things you could possibly deal with. It is absolutely crazy. Do you understand this? It'll fill you in with kind of clue you in what's going on. I disputed a charge from StubHub. I disputed a charge. When I disputed the charge, my bank said, oh, he reported fraud and shut everything down. So now from my transfers to my auto bill pay to my everything has been a complete you-know-what. And today I finally get to meet with a representative to take care of all of this. So that's going to be a little bit. What's up, Rhonda? It's going to be a little abbreviated, but we got to get Boogie in here because we got a lot of things to cover. Here's a weird thing that happened from all of you who've been with me through my radio career and understand basically where I've gone from. So I've gone from KKNT, I've gone to KFYI, I've gone to to KTAR to KFYI. And KFY is iHeart. And KFY very unceremoniously exited me out of the building after I prepared for an entire show, and it was right before Christmas and right when intern Beans returned from her first semester of college. So fantastic. Haven't been a big giant fan, just really haven't been. And it was weird to get a text from my former boss yesterday. Said, hey, you got 5 minutes for me? I'm like, I said, you know something, I'm busy today. I'll call you tomorrow after your show. And he said, I said, good, sounds good. So all night I'm thinking, what in the world do these people want? They want me to fill-ins, which I won't. They want me back. They're going to pay a lot of money. But what is it? What the hell is this? And it's just weird because I was mad at them. That man was the last face that I saw when the elevator doors closed as I was saying Merry Christmas as they escorted me out of the building like a criminal. So I'm like, okay, well, you know what, dude? It's been a while. It's been 10 months. I should probably just be cool. Let's just see bygones, whiskey under the bridge, take the high road. Let's just be cool. And I call the guy today, and it's just chit chat about all this stuff and all this, family and this and travel and weird stories and the kind of stuff we always used to BS about. And then I'm like, okay, so dude, you reached out to me. What spurred this on? What spurred it on? He goes, you reached out to me. And immediately I just had this face on. Did you accidentally, former boss man, send me a text yesterday saying you need 5 minutes or whatever? He goes, oh, yeah, I needed to send that to a different guy with initials MR. Basically butt texted me. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll shout to you. So he got the text back, and he thought that I was like just going to call him after the show, like, what's up to hang out. Nope. That was weird. But I feel good that I took the high road. I feel good that, whatever. Dude, just those being nice, having head thoughts right now, having lots of head thoughts. So anyway, we're going to, it's to quote the Butch from Pulp Fiction. It's how you're going to beat him, Butch. This is how you're going to beat him. Just keep going. Just keep stepping forward and keep absolutely dominating the scene. So that's what we are going to do. And we're going to do it together. The last few days, and again, this is going to be an abbreviated show, about a half hour, 40 minutes. I appreciate you, Jim. Thank you guys. Brendan, Rhonda, appreciate you guys. I've been sticking on this. And this isn't I'm not going to become one of those CrossFit guys. I'm not going to. I swear to you, I'm not. Even if I did try CrossFit, which I won't, because a tire has never done anything to me. I don't know why I'm kicking its butt. But when people are into CrossFit, they don't stop talking about CrossFit. I saw this meme one time that said, I saw a cockroach in my kitchen my bathroom the other day, so I sprayed it with Axe to kill it. Now it goes by the name Chad, and it won't stop talking about CrossFit. One of the funniest there. So I know I'm not going to be in spandex either. You're definitely not going to find me in spandex. But I'll tell you this. I'm trying to be healthier especially now that I don't have the, the big iHeart health insurance and things like that. I'm trying to be healthier, trying to get ready for a big hunt I have coming in November. And I'm really trying to take care of myself. So I've kind of had an ear to the ground to this whole RFK Jr. Make America healthy again. And I've kind of been watching this. I've been staying away from the vaccines, and I'm going to tell you why I'm staying away from the vaccines, because that is wildly above my pay grade. Truly is wildly above my pay grade. So I'm going to leave it to, but I will lean towards what RFK Jr. is saying more than I will lean towards anything that Fauci is saying or anybody from NIH. But I'm trying my best. Let's see. First rule of CrossFit, always talk about CrossFit Club. You got to put the sticker on the back of the car. I do CrossFit. Yeah. I've actually, Queen Bee bought it for me, but I was going to get it. I wanted to get a Ragnar pint glass because I was goaded into doing one leg of Ragnar, which I damn near walked the entire way. But now I'm like, yeah, that's right. I do Ragnar. That's right. I do Ragnar. I got a Ragnar cup. He said, oh, sure, I do Ragnar. It's a joke. I don't even want to talk about doing Ragnar. So funny. But yes, Brendan. Mm-hmm. They're like vegans, because they make it your business. Amen. God, it is so many things, isn't it? It's like, yes, veganism, vegetarianism, anything. Carnivore diet, for the love of God. Every person that talks about carnivore diet on online it's the same. It's like the same script. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the video that I found of a comedian making fun of people that do the carnivore diet. And that'll be tomorrow's decompression session. So it'll be definitely fun there. Anyway, I've been trying to just pay attention to this because it's weird. I actually looked up how to make my own potato chips because ain't no way in the world I'm going without potatoes. No way. So mashed potatoes, baked potatoes. I want twice baked potatoes. I want Thanos potatoes. I got the recipe. And then I want to have my own potato chips. But I'm trying to be healthier because it's a bunch of crap that we've been sold. We ate Lucky Charms forever, ever. Who didn't eat Lucky Charms? Gen X? We grew up on this crap. We grew up literally on this poison, and it was okay. McDonald's French fries, I think, are probably the greatest French fry there is. Really hard to talk me off of that one. They have poison in them. In UK, I think there's something like 3 or 4 ingredients in a French fry from McDonald's. There's 13 here in the United States. One will kill you. And it's only used it's used in the oil to make it so they can use the oil more before it goes bad. Holy cow. Okay, all right. Rhonda, send me an email. I appreciate that. Yes. Shush, dude. Jim, I'm telling you, I know. It breaks my heart. McDonald's French fries are the greatest thing in the world. You always here's a pro tip, by the way. It's not like I'm going to stop eating them. It's a pro, but the pro tip is you got to get a smaller or medium McDonald's French fries. And the reason why is because you all come with me, right? There's this window, and it's a very, very short window where if you have a McDonald's French fry, you are going to burn to the point of blistering your mouth in some way, doing the whole the inward blow, that thing. And then the second blow. Grizz isn't here today. and you got to do that. And then there's a window where they're perfect. They're warm, they're delicious, they're crunchy, they're everything, and then snap out of nowhere, cold. And you're like, I got soggy McDonald's French fries. Used to be cooked in beef tallow, and now it's vegetable oil. But the vegetable oil, Rhonda, that they put a chemical, I forget what it is, in the vegetable oil to make it so they can use it more. Yeah, telling you. Yeah, he'll have a comment on the replay. God love him, I know he will. Absolutely. I said suck and blow. That's my fault. Yeah. Eat them too fast that they get cold. You got to go all in. Like Queen Bee, I don't understand this. She eats one French fry at a time and one kernel of popcorn at a time. The hell is that? Who does that? No, I get them at like massive. They're going long way. They're going through here. They're going long way. So there's like 6 or 7 fries in there, right? And then there's that half bite right through there where it's just all massive potato. Goodness. But it's bad for you. And I mean really bad for you. Check this out. You guys are going to trip in hearing this. So the hearing that I've been watching is this. Watch this. This is crazy about Lucky Charms. Check this out.
But with artificial food dyes, they have shown all over the world
Fruit Loops,
that they can use color.
Okay, she's pulling Fruit Loops. That's a box of Fruit Loops. Everybody knows that's a box of Fruit Loops. We all ate Fruit Loops. We love Fruit Loops. Who doesn't love Fruit Loops? Everybody eats Fruit Loops. Check this out.
That come from fruit.
Does that look like Fruit Loops?
The Canadian version.
This is the brightness of the.
That's the Canadian bag right there. That's what Canadian Fruit Loops look like, and we can make Canada jokes all day. We really can. We really can, but hang tight. Even if Gregory's here, if Greg pops in, he'll know what's up. Val pops in, she'll know what's up. If that's Canada, what the hell is Canada doing better than us? And I hate this. I hate to say it. Canada's doing better. Watch this.
Canadian version, just for visibility. And this is the brightness
Listen to that. The courtroom murmur. Right?
Of artificial food dyes.
Okay, now I'm gonna point this out. I'm gonna point this out, y'all. You gotta come with me. Either somebody jumped into the American version, like somebody jumped into that bag because it is woefully not filled bag, or Canada is not participating in shrinkflation nonsense like they are here. So we can have a shrinkflation debate, and we can have, or somebody already dipped into the thing. Jim, you're from Canada. Yeah, there's a comedy skit about Captain Crunch. Oh my God, I love that. Try to find that, my man. I got to see that. But this is absurd. Look
so of course, Kellogg.
Yeah, somebody was creeping in that bag. I think her kid is. I think somebody was creeping in that bag because there's no way. Yes, it's terrible, but here, eat it and shut up. Is probably what it is. Yeah. Oh, you're not from Canada. I got you, buddy. All right. Comedy skip. Got it. So, but yeah, the look at that. The difference is just. Here, poison going into our kids. Canadians are like, you can't do that. That is not, no, we're not going to allow you to do that because it's not what we're supposed to do.
And other food companies will argue children prefer this over this.
Listen to this.
Just as they would prefer cocaine over sugar. That doesn't make it okay.
But I think.
Amen. That's right. And I know a lot of kids that prefer the booger sugar over the regular sugar. I'm telling you that. I kid. Not that I would know that. There's something going on here. The great part about social media, the great part about the internet, the great part, we get to see all this stuff. Would you ever, 15 years ago, been able to see that? Nope. No, hell no. 20 years ago? No. We would have never known that happened. We would have never known that this was being exposed. And by the way, forget about the cereal companies hiring 8 and 9-year-olds to work overnight, migrants, unhoused migrant children. Yeah. Ed Butts. Who the hell is Ed Butts? All right, Rhonda, let me know who Ed Butts is, please. I don't know who Ed Butts is. Yeah. You did say Ed Butts. You did say Ed Butts. Make sure I'm not teeing Grizz up for more jokes in the comment section. So the only thing we can do is just do it ourselves. Just stop buying this crap and just finding other things in other ways. Do it. It's difficult. It sucks. It's just because we've been programmed to this. We've been programmed to eat the garbage, the poison, essentially, and do it for convenience. Again, one of the best lines was home-cooked meals by Jillian Michaels. Home-cooked meals became fast food value meals. And eggs became cancer bombs or cholesterol bombs and being replaced by Honey Nut Cheerios, which were called heart healthy. How would you not buy into that? There was a time where we actually believed the FDA. There was a time. Yes, is Ed Butts related to Seymour? Good. That was a good one. He was a deputy. Okay. Department of Agriculture in the 70s. So Ed Butts, I got to look this guy up. Was he the head of the Department of Agriculture? Was he part of the food pyramid bull crap? Yeah. Was he? Yeah, he probably was. But here's something I saw yesterday that really pissed me off, actually, because it really, really, really ticked me off. Because I hate Bernie. Bernie Sanders is a moron. I can't say I hate Bernie Sanders. I dislike Bernie Sanders' policies. I dislike his hypocrisy. But I do respect Bernie Sanders for staying on his line. He's Bernie Sanders. He's not going to change. He's like Donald Trump. He will not change. He is who he is. Bernie Sanders said this yesterday, which probably the cringiest thing I've seen in a hot minute. Watch.
And when we talk about differing political views, I will tell you that Elon Musk, not one of my great political allies, recently posted on Twitter, and I quote, "Solving obesity greatly reduces risk of other diseases, especially diabetes, and improves quality of life."
Amen, brother. Amen. You're not going to get any. You're not going to get throwback from us, are you? Not going to get an ounce of throwback from us. Here's Bernie Sanders.
We do need to find a way to make appetite inhibitors available to anyone who wants them. End of quote. And Mr. Musk is right.
No, he's not. No, he is not. This is one of the very few times that you are going to see me disagree with Elon Musk. One of the very few times. But if Elon Musk, and I've got to look that up because I doubt that's, I really have a hard time saying that, I have a hard time accepting that Elon Musk would say the way out of our obesity crisis is Ozempic. It's disgusting that Bernie Sanders essentially said the way out of our obesity crisis is Ozempic, is appetite inhibitors. That is absolutely frightening. No. What Bernie Sanders said, there's a moment, feel the burn, was that fighting childhood obesity adds to quality of life, yada, yada, yada. Everyone should have access to affordable appetite suppressants, essentially, Ozempic. Screw and you. No. That is awful. Look, I ain't bagging on it. There was a semaglutide company that I represented because I actually, to see if their product worked, and I didn't try the semaglutide part. It was one of the programs they had prior to it. I put on 20 pounds intentionally and lost it like that. So it worked. So I represented them because it worked. And it was basically a plan more than it was a medication. They had a metabolic and a metabolism booster kind of thing. But I wasn't a big fan of that stuff. But yeah, Jimmy's probably on the payroll. And Lynn, yeah, the ingredients list between what we see in the British ingredients in today's is just absolutely unbelievable. Truman, okay, let me get to that. Actually, I'm going to get to Truman. I'm going to get to your point here, and I really appreciate you saying that. I'm going to get to your point in a second. But to say that kids need to be on this stomach cramping, awful feeling, injection BS to get rid of our obesity epidemic is lazy, and I do not think Elon Musk said it. I'm going to look that up when the show's over today. Again, actually after my meetings, but yes, again, an abbreviated show today. We're only doing a half hour, but to mañana we'll be back to full force. I have a really, really hard time believing that Elon Musk would say that we need to give kids shots. Oh, I'm telling you. Wow. Better idea. How about stop putting poison in our food? I love that. But Truman, I want to get to this. It'll kind of bleed over into what I was saying, what I've said for years on my outdoor program. So take the kids' PlayStations. Remember, we need more tackle boxes, less Xboxes. Got it? So take the kids' PlayStation phones away and kick them out of the house and play and be active during the day. I agree. Can't agree with that more. I do understand that to an extent. PlayStation, maybe. Xbox and the gaming consoles, maybe. Y'all, the worst thing we can do now, and I'm sorry, the toothpaste is out of the tube. It is what it is. We are where we are. Trying to get kids, like into my world, into the outdoor world, into camping, hunting, fishing, and all of that, right? But I mean, Truman, you don't have to be a parent. I would love to, and I thank you for that caveat. But I'm telling you that if I want to get kids into the outdoors, there is no way in hell I am ever going to tell them, keep your cell phones in the truck. Give me your cell phones. Keep your cell phones at home. No way. You want to make sure a kid will never go fishing again, will never go hunting again, will never go camping again. Do that. Those electronic devices, are an appendage to these kids. It is an arm. It's like chopping off their right arm and saying, we're going camping. You don't need that arm. So there are creative ways that you can use cell phones to get kids outdoors. One, geocaching. Look it up. Fantastic. Geocaching. Fantastic use of cell phones, out getting outside. Treasure hunting is fantastic. Nature pictures. Here's the deal. You guys want to go to the movies this weekend? Here's what I need. I need 15 really cool quality nature pictures from the park down the road over the week. I need you to send them to me. I need proof that it's in our hood. Get them out. But have them their cell phone. If they're without their cell phone, I'm telling you, they're not going to do it. Getting them outside is so important that you have to concede a little too, that we as adults have to concede a little too and say, fine, cool, take your cell phone, but we're going to find cool ways to make it right. Here's the deal. What I want you to do is I want you to find the 10 best spots for dad to do a post for the outdoor show. Find the 10 best spots and drop a pin in the Garmin app that we're going to download on your phone. Drop a waypoint. They learn now. They're going out. They're finding, they're discovering, because they have to do it for something, for their reward, whatever, movies or whatever it is, or football game, whatever it is. Then they have their phone and they're not pissed off at dad. They're not, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to be without my phone. Okay. I don't want to have that argument. Cool. Take your phone. Here's how you're going to use it. Period. Bobby, what do you got? 3 teenagers. Oh, my man. God bless you. Woo, I'm right there with you, my friend. Just 2 of them. It's good to hear from you, Bobby. I have 3 teenagers. Asked them to give me segments of time without their devices. I love that. This was face-to-face time. I love this. But also understood that they were going to hate me if I took away their phones. You got to learn to compromise, Bobby. It's great. I love it. Fantastic. Yeah. It is such a part of their life. Intern Beans. I needed some real. I am so bad at posting social media. You guys know that. I stream every day. It makes me feel better because it's on social media. But I need to post once or twice a day on social media. But I hate making the reels. I hate making all the whatever you call the dang things, the shorts. So I said, Beans, I'm going to send you, she's up in college. I'm going to send you an entire Google file of videos and pictures. Make stuff for me. I'm going to pay you X amount per video. Boom. I have 50 videos sitting in a file right now. And she had to supplement those with stuff out there. She's up in NAU. So she had like Flagstaff and, kind of B-roll stuff and all that. She had to get out with her phone and do that. It's fantastic. Yeah. Used to work at a golf course. Would pay full greens fees just to drive the course and catch Pokemon. Shut up. Hold on a second. Brendan. I am not. I can't. That is so true. Oh my gosh. You work at a golf course with legitimate adults that would pay full greens fees just to drive around and catch Pokemon. I'm telling you, that is so true. If anyone doesn't think that is true, you didn't have a kid that did the whole Pokemon Go thing. Again, I was excited about Pokemon Go because it literally got them off their butts. If they're walking around the neighborhood with their face in the screen, I don't care. Vitamin D kicking into fresh air. Let's do this. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. There would be, and Brendan, you probably saw this. I forget they were called community days or something like this. I have a terabyte full of pictures and videos of going with my son to these community days. We'd go up to Goodyear Park or we'd go out to Litchfield or whatever, we'd go out to Glendale. And they would have these community days where whatever program it was, the Pokemon program, would put certain like really cool things in that spot. And I'm telling you, it was like, nerds unite. Holy mackerel, grown adults that haven't seen sunlight or seen been with the opposite sex without having to give their credit card, they were out. And I remember how funny it was. In intern Nugent, I would just laugh because there would be people who didn't even speak English, groups of them, packs of I remember this Japanese group that was like, doo, 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 doo. It was wild to me. They had their cell phones, they had an iPad, and they all had all this stuff. I was like, they were geared up. But when after the second one of me I'm documenting all this because it's hilarious. And they would have to go to battles. They would meet up for, it's weird. But it's about the second time I had to think, I have an outdoor program where I tell people to get outdoors. That's the Geo and Go show. The Geo stands for get outdoors. Go outdoors, great outdoors, whichever. I felt hypocritical. I really did. I felt absolutely hypocritical because I was like, look at these kids. They're out, they're walking, and they're walking a lot. And they are and they're just playing a video game, whatever, but they're outside for probably the first time in God knows how long. Yeah. Shut up. Pokemon Go singles night at the bar he was managing. I am not dude, talk about okay, wait a second. I actually like this idea. One of the busiest nights of the year. Oh, hell yeah. Full nerds not talking to each other. But I'm yes. That is a great idea. Oh my God, it's a fantastic idea. What do I think of that? I don't know. I got to tell I have two friends that own bars, and I should probably tell them that's one hell of a night. Yeah, a Pokemon Go singles night. Yeah. The kids were into it. The kids were into it, and it got them outside. So I give them that. Before I get to something now, if you guys can tell me not to do this, but I'm hesitant in doing it. But I want to play the Argentinian president. I want to play his speech in the UN yesterday. You're gonna have to read it. You have to read it. So that's why I don't. If you guys want to do it, we'll do it. If not, I can read it as it goes along. But I'm going to tell you. And yes, Rhonda, people do play Pokemon Go. Oh, hell yeah. It's huge. Still huge. They came out with a new version of it or whatever. But before we get to the Argentine president, you guys can let me know if you guys want to actually go through this, because it is a speech that Ronald Reagan would have made. This was the most American of speeches. It was beautiful. And it just punched the Biden administration right in the pills. Oh, it was glorious. I'll play it for you. All right, we'll do that in a minute. But first, let's go to Venezuela. This is, Venezuela used to be, it still is, the most oil-rich nation in the world. Venezuela, by all rights, should be looking like Dubai. That's how Venezuela should be looking. Venezuela should be looking like the most rich, wealthy. Everybody's prosperous. Everybody's doing great. But no, it turned into a socialist dictatorship, and everybody's screwed. Do you want to see how devalued their currency is? Y'all watch this. This is no, Lenny's not a commie. Listen to this. I want you to hear this. Listen.
All Venezuelan money.
Look at that.
Stacks upon stacks.
Stacks of it, baby. Boys going out. Woo! We're in the Sizzler tonight. Here we go. No. That's not the way it's going to be. Watch this.
Stacks of it. Ever since hyperinflation happened in Venezuela, a lot of Venezuelans have immigrated into Colombia, and some of them have found creative ways to make a living through their native currency.
So they took their native currency. They moved to Colombia. They took the Venezuelan currency, basically cashed out on everything they had, and made wallets out of them. Y'all watch this. This will blow your mind. Watch this.
Of Venezuelan bolivars. Their biggest bill is $50,000, which is worth 9 cents.
Their biggest bill is $50,000, is worth 9 cents. $50,000. $50 bill. Yeah, remember this? All right, here we go.
So this is like $120. You can see the scales and colors.
Literally, they have folded Venezuelan money and made art out of it to sell for more than the money is actually worth. And that giant thing full of probably a bazillion Venezuelan dollars is $1.20.
To them, this is actually really intricately made. It's very, look at this backside right here. This is a 1,000 Bolivar note, which has an armadillo in the back, and then there's this armadillo made out of 1,000 Bolivar notes. So we're gonna buy a collection of every Venezuelan bill for about $8.
$8. That's about $8. And Ronnie ain't wrong. Hyperinflation will do this. Hyperinflation will do this. Y'all, listen to me. And I'm good friends with David Schweikert, so I can say this because he's just driving me nuts with his little text message that he sends. His text message he sends out, if you haven't subscribed to this, it's actually pretty scary. The last one that was sent, let's see here, was this. Let me, and I read. Still here. Over the past 365 days, the total national debt has increased by $2.2 trillion over the last year. $2.2 trillion. Debt held by the public has increased to $1.96 trillion over the same period, while intra-governmental debt has grown by $254 billion. For the first time, y'all, in our nation's history, this year, see how much we paid in debt? $1 trillion in interest. $1 trillion in interest. Now, I'm going to give this to you because it's refreshing. It's a long-winded decompression session, but I want you to pay attention to your screen, please. And I'm going to give this man the entire screen because he deserves it. This is the president of Argentina. I believe it's Argentina, right? Let me see. Let's see what we got.
El mundo está cayendo tan rápido.
How was the world falling so fast, he said?
Dicen que El Salvador...
El Salvador, I did Argentina. I said Salvador, my bad. Hey, check this out. Watch this. Ready for this? This guy, just watch this. It's fantastic. Come on, buddy.
Porque mientras El Salvador se volvió más seguro, el mundo se volvió más inseguro.
Yep.
Mientras el pueblo salvadoreño se volvió más optimista, la mayoría de la gente en el mundo moderno se vuelve cada vez más pesimista. Y sí, tienen razón. El mundo se ha vuelto dividido, deprimido, preocupado, hostil y sin esperanza.
The world has become divided, hopeless, depressed, helpless. Oh my gosh.
Y lo ha hecho a una velocidad sin precedentes. Hoy el mundo libre ya no es libre.
We face a world today that is no longer free. Holy.
Esto no es una exageración.
No exaggeration, he says.
Trágicamente vemos pruebas innegables de esta decadencia todos los días. Las nuevas amenazas de guerras continúan.
The war continue.
Cuando el mundo libre se volvió libre, fue gracias a sus principios de libertad de expresión,
Freedom,
igualdad ante la ley,
equality before the
unidad y respeto por la
law,
propiedad
and respect
privada.
for private property when the world was free.
Pero una vez una nación abandona sus principios que la hacen libre, es solo cuestión de tiempo para que pierda su libertad por completo. Las consecuencias se están desarrollando ante nuestros propios ojos.
Right before our eyes, it's unfolding.
Las podemos ver. En algunas ciudades del llamado primer mundo, las tiendas necesitan asegurar sus productos.
What nation is he talking about? In the world's greatest city, stores need to secure their products
detrás de puertas de
behind
vidrio con
locked glass doors to prevent theft. Who's he talking about? Talking about El Salvador? Is he talking about? He's not talking about El Salvador. Talking about us.
Para evitar robos. Y no hablo ni siquiera de productos caros,
And
sino
not expensive
de
products.
cosas sencillas como una barra de chocolate o una rasuradora. En otras ciudades, las calles ya no pertenecen a la gente,
Streets no longer belong to the people.
sino que han
Yeah,
caído en
follow.
manos de la indigencia, de las pandillas, del
Homeless
crimen
gangs,
organizado y
organized
de las
crime and
drogas.
drugs.
No puedes reclamar el título de mundo libre
We cannot complain.
si ni
Oh,
siquiera tu gente es libre para caminar por las calles sin temor a ser acosada, robada o asesinada. También estamos siendo testigos en tiempo real
we're also witnessing in real time the erosion of free speech. Holy crap. Somebody protect this man at all costs.
de la erosión de la libertad de expresión. Hace apenas una década, Occidente era el bastión de la libertad de expresión
Just a decade ago, the West was a bastion of free speech and is now
y ahora es sermoneado por
being
quienes
lectured
solían
by those
denunciar.
who used to speak out.
Las plataformas más
Largest
grandes de
social
redes
media
sociales en el
platforms.
mundo fueron obligadas a censurar a sus usuarios
censor their users at the request of their government. This dude's calling everybody out. Everybody's getting called
a
out.
petición de sus gobiernos. Ciudadanos de países occidentales han sido arrestados por compartir publicaciones en redes sociales.
Yep, arresting people for sharing
Los
social.
partidos gobernantes han intentado prohibir a su oposición política.
To ban their political opposition. Who the hell is he talking about? That's right, Kama, I'm looking right at you.
Estas no son acusaciones ni teorías de conspiración.
They're not accusations or conspiracy
Son
theories.
hechos comprobables y ampliamente
Verifiable.
documentados.
Documented facts.
No se puede ganar el respeto del pueblo sin respetar al pueblo. Esto ni siquiera comenzó hace poco, pero lo notamos más porque en los últimos años se ha
Last few
acelerado.
years, it
Y
accelerated.
esta aceleración significa que estamos acercándonos a
We're
un
approaching a
tenebroso
scary
punto de
tipping
inflexión. Estamos ante una nueva era oscura de la humanidad. Como salvadoreños reconocemos estos síntomas de la decadencia cuando los vemos, porque hemos pasado por todos ellos.
They've seen them all in El Salvador. He's the head of El Salvador. They've seen them all.
Vivimos las etapas de la caída de nuestra nación una por una. Y estamos viendo esas mismas etapas una vez más, pero esta vez a escala global. No podemos ni deseamos decirles a otros países lo que tienen que hacer. Cada país debe tomar sus propias decisiones
Each country must make its own decisions.
y hacer lo que sea mejor para su gente. Solo podemos ofrecer una palabra de advertencia de un amigo que ha pasado por una época oscura
Nice.
y ha librado la batalla de su vida para salir de ella. No podemos cambiar el curso del mundo. El Salvador es un país demasiado pequeño.
Hey, man, I can't save the world. We're just a small country in El Salvador.
Somos de hecho el país más pequeño de todo el continente americano. Esto es mucho más grande que nosotros y de hecho es más grande que cualquier nación. No podemos prevenir los tiempos oscuros que se avecinan, pero lo que sí podemos hacer es convertirnos en un pequeño refugio ante la tormenta que se aproxima y
Damn.
mantener la esperanza. En El Salvador no encarcelamos a nuestra oposición, no censuramos opiniones, no confiscamos bienes de quienes piensan diferente.
Jeez.
No arrestamos a las personas por expresar sus ideas.
We do not arrest people for expressing their ideas.
En El Salvador, tu libertad de expresión, así como tu propiedad privada, siempre estarán protegidas.
El Salvador is literally lecturing the United States of America on private property and freedom of speech.
En El Salvador priorizamos la seguridad de nuestros ciudadanos honestos
Safety of our honest citizens over the
sobre la
comfort
comodidad
of
de los
criminals.
criminales. Algunos dicen de que hemos encarcelado miles, pero la realidad es que hemos liberado a millones. Ahora son los buenos los que viven libres,
Good guys live free.
sin miedo, con sus libertades y derechos humanos totalmente respetados.
Damn. Y'all, El Salvador. I mean, could you imagine? Founding fathers, or you can imagine basically Reagan, any of the previous presidents would be rolling in their grave thinking that El Salvador is quite literally lecturing the United States on what crap it's become. The leadership in D.C. Unbelievable, but impressive. Y'all, I know this is a tough one, but I've got to scoot out of here. It's an abbreviated show today. Tomorrow we're right back on track. Full hour show for you. Got that all loaded and ready to go for you. So we got a lot of things to talk about mañana. But other than that, y'all have thanks for playing along, and y'all have yourself a wonderful day. I'm gonna go. I live on a golf course. I'm gonna go drive around and play Pokemon Go. I kid. I'll see you guys tomorrow at noon right here on